What's up?
Welcome to Schmuckast.
Welcome back.
I'm Lenny Sherman.
And this is Matt Weatherford. What's going on, Lenny? What's up?
Not a lot.
Which one is this, 14? We're coming in loud and clear.
Yeah.
Clear and loud. Is it too much? I don't know.
No, it's fine.
Is this going to hurt the people's ears when they hear it?
That might.
When they download it? You know, because we're getting so many hits. I just wanted to say to all the fans out there, thank you so much for all your support and dedication. You know, listening to our podcast. We're trying to get the word out.
Even though on iTunes no one's listening or downloading
No one's
it.
listening? Well, I'm listening. Enough for everybody, all right?
That's great.
You know, so what's up, man? What's going on? What you feel like talking about, huh? What do you feel like?
The top 11 Star Wars good things about the Star Wars prequels.
Yeah, what about it?
What'd you think?
It's good, but I mean, 11 points to 8 hours of film. Technically, you're saying for every hour of the film, there's one good point.
Well, it was top 11. It wasn't
So really
all
what you're
11
saying
points.
is there's one good point for every hour of the film.
It was top 11, though. It wasn't,
For about 8 hours.
It wasn't just 11 good things. It was just the top 11
I agree
good
with
things.
all of them, I think, kind of. He was kind of right about Christensen doing... I mean, we're going to talk about the prequels here? Really, we're going to talk about the prequels? Let's do it. I'm ready. Let's go. Phantom Menace released in 1999.
The people know this. The people know this.
What year was it? What's your number one thing that they got right?
Well, I like the prequels, so you know, I don't really.
Well, I always said Ewan McGregor was probably the best part of the prequels, so that part I agree with.
There was,
well, what do you think?
Ian McDermott.
Tell them what you
Emperor.
think. Tell them what you think. Yeah.
Well, for those who are familiar with that guy with the glasses.com, the Nostalgia Critic just released a video called the top 11 good things in the Star Wars prequels. Now, those who know me know that I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I like the prequels. Maybe not as much as the originals, but I still appreciate those films. And there you go with your sigh.
Am I coming in?
Your sigh of death.
Yeah, I think. Okay. Yeah, and keep going. Sorry.
And I just, there's so much hate about those movies, and I'm always defending those movies. So it was good to hear somebody say good things about them for a change.
I'm on to you, Lenny. I wanted to say this. I think I know what your thing is with movies. I'm on to you, you fucking cocksucker. I know how you work now. I know. I figured it out, folks, and I'm going to tell you 20 minutes into the podcast. Well, we'll talk about that. I know your thing. You know, I'm going to tell you right now. I think I know what it is.
What is it?
You take really mediocre, not so well received movies and try to point out anything that's good about them that you like. But you'll take a good movie and try to pinpoint anything that you don't like about it. You do that a lot, I think.
I like playing devil's advocate.
There it is. There it is. I noticed that. Any movie that's bad or badly panned, you always say, well, this was good, though, about it, and this was good. I don't think it's that bad of a movie.
Well, I don't like to follow the stream of public opinion.
Try to show you a great movie, like Raging Bull, maybe, and you say, well, yeah.
But it's my opinion,
The character
though.
arc.
No, it's my opinion.
True.
I shouldn't have to follow popular opinion.
But I think that's how you work, though.
Could be.
I think so. There's nothing wrong with that. I think
It's
you
not
just said it.
intentional,
Devil's advocate.
But it's not intentional. There are some movies, like Raging Bull, I honestly...
Well, we won't go into that. But
Yeah, of course, because it's a movie you like.
No, I'm just saying.
Raging Bull is a movie I genuinely don't really like as much as people tell me I should. I don't like it. There it is. I don't think it's a good film.
No, that's fine.
Let's not and for as much as I defend the Star Wars prequels, I think I just like them because I'm a Star Wars fan, and I kind of overlook their flaws because I enjoy them. I won't accept the fact
we're
that
all
there's
Star Wars fans here.
movies.
We're all Star Wars fans here. We are. But I always go back to saying Phantom Menace and even to some degree Attack of the Clones, they just didn't feel like Star Wars movies.
I think
he said it best, though. When Revenge of the Sith came on, he felt like he was watching a Star Wars movie again. I couldn't agree more with just about every point he made. I agreed with.
I will say this about George Lucas. As much as people badmouth him and say he's not a good filmmaker and he's lost his touch over the years, you got to remember his swan song was Revenge of the Sith. That was the last movie he did. And a lot of people feel that even though it's a prequel, it's on par with the other 3 Star Wars films.
I'm going to make an interesting point. You love George Lucas, right?
Yeah.
Then why is it of the original trilogy, the one he directed is your least favorite? That's his movie. That's the one he directed. That's a good question.
I still love his films. But in comparison...
I'm just,
And I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people that like Empire and Jedi better.
You still think New Hope's the weakest one?
It's hard to say it's the weakest one. It's the first one of a trilogy. You got to realize with a trilogy, when you've got 3 films telling a story, the first movie serves as your beginning. The whole first 2 hours is your introduction. I think the same thing is the problem with the Phantom Menace.
But you're always saying Empire Jedi or Jedi Empire, but I never hear you talk about Star Wars. the original. Well, you do, but you know what I mean? It seems like the one you kind of...
Yeah, well, because Empire and Jedi were just such huge
It's just
leaps.
interesting you're such a big George Lucas filmmaker fan, and yet the one
Well,
he made...
they're still his stories. They wouldn't exist without George
from a
Lucas.
storytelling standpoint, yeah.
You know, George Lucas is hardly a director. He's only directed 4 movies in his career. But he's done so much more than
George
direct,
Lucas?
though. Yeah.
He's directed more than that, hasn't he?
No, 6. He's directed 6 movies his whole career.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I guess that isn't much.
The 4 Star Wars movies, THX, and American Graffiti.
That's it?
That's it.
What about the Red Tails?
He didn't direct that. He produced it.
Not the sequel either?
It is interesting you mentioned Red Tails, though, because when that came out, he was on Jon Stewart.
The all-black action movie? It's the only all-black action movie?
That's an interesting point. I don't know if that's completely true. But he did say that the closest thing we'd get to a Star Wars Episode 7 at that point was Red Tails because of all the fight choreography.
Well, hopefully hopefully that'll all be redeemed in the new movie coming out next year, or is it the year after that? I don't know.
2015, we're counting down. I am excited about the new Star Wars movies, and I'm glad they're keeping the continuity of the 6 films, and hopefully they won't delve too much into the extended universe, because, let's face it, there's a lot of people who generally like the Star Wars films that haven't kept up with the extended universe. I haven't. I don't think you have.
No, not really.
You know,
no.
so I'd really like to see them continue the story after Jedi, as if there were no books or anything.
Boba Fett better come out of that Sarlacc pit. I'm just kidding. Or how you say
That'll be in the standalone movie.
Sarlacc. Didn't I always call it the Sarlacc pit? Yeah. I like that, and also Ralph.
You call yourself a fan.
I like Ralph. The turtle I always call Ralph.
But I'm looking forward to it. But, you know, the thing is I love J.J. Abrams' Star Trek, and then Into Darkness kind of got me questioning. Like, Into Darkness, I thought, was a big step down from the original Star Trek.
Was it?
But, you know, interestingly enough, when he did Star Trek, he wasn't, like, big on Star Trek. He knew what it was. He did enough research to reinvigorate it. But his thing was always Star Wars. So the fact that he almost turned down Star Wars is kind of baffling. You know, that they had to kind of beg him to do it. But, you know, I think it'll be really good. I think they've got a good crew. You know, it's... But at the same time, it could be received just as poorly as the prequels. So we'll see what happens. You know, even the Star Wars Clone Wars TV series has a big fan base.
The only reason I have faith in the new movies, though, is at least you got great writers. And I don't think Lucas really wrote those too well, those prequels.
No, but
you had some good talent
Lucas
writing
admitted. Lucas admitted, you know, it's not like he wrote those and said, "Wow, I'm really good at this."
Well, I'm just saying it all comes down to script, you know, in the end, and I really feel like with Michael Arndt writing and now JJ writing too.
You can have good scripts and still have bad movies. It just
but it all comes back down to screenplay.
It's all a
you know?
collaborative
it all
process.
Comes down to screenplay. That's why I have faith. You know, I really don't think it's gonna be as bad as Phantom Menace. I'd hope not, but
what is your
that'd be
deal?
Funny, dude. That'd be
what
funny.
is your deal with the Phantom Menace? Why do you think that's such a bad movie?
I'm just like everybody else.
There we go.
I'm just like everybody else.
There you go.
Because it's not a good movie.
No self-opinion at all. Has to go with the trend.
Sucks. I've seen it. I've seen sections.
You've seen sections. You've
I've
never
seen the movie.
Genuinely sat
I'm not
and
gonna
watched
do that
it.
again. I'm not doing that again.
It's not that bad of a movie. It's not bad in general.
It has its points.
Thank you.
Yes, it has its points.
It's a good movie.
For about 2 minutes, it has its points. The other 2 hours.
The only people who don't like that movie are big fans of the originals. If you take somebody who's never seen Star Wars and sat him down and to watch The Phantom Menace, they think
you always told. I like the one. I think you said one podcast where you're like, "That's the one I least look forward to watching."
I know.
You did say that, so point taken. You've always said it's the worst of the series. You always said that. It's just you don't think it's so bad, and that's fine, you know. But I've seen Devil's Advocate. That's a good word, Lenny. You do like to take, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I like a lot of movies that people probably don't like that much, but you know, it's all in your own personal taste.
Exactly.
But Devil's Advocate's a good way to put it.
That's all I'm saying, though, is I've always been the person, like, if 95% of people like something, I try to not like it. For a long time, I think I told you this story, for a long time I didn't watch Friends. When Friends was first on, everybody in fucking school was watching that, and I never watched it because I was like, it's bullshit. I don't want to do what everyone else is doing.
Sure.
Years later, now I'm a huge fan of the show, but it's like, 10 years after the show ended, and I was really addicted to it, and I can see what the big deal was, but that's just me. I can't.
You're right, though. You can't listen to everybody because that shitty movie Alice in Wonderland made like $1 billion. I mean, that just goes to show you what.
Box office doesn't guarantee the quality.
$1 billion though is still very good, but it's just
Bruce
amazing.
Campbell said it best that that's the difference between like a blockbuster movie and an independent film. Is like a blockbuster movie, millions of people will see once. But
you're talking about cult films.
Yeah, but a good cult film or indie film, whatever, 10 people will see a billion times.
And he knows what he's talking about because he was in one of the biggest cult movies of all time. Yeah. Well, almost a lot of people don't say that is the cult film, The Evil Dead.
Ben-Hur? Oh. Not Ben-Hur, I'm sorry.
Love that chase scene, Bruce.
Yeah. No, Bubba Hotep.
Yeah, he's been in a few. He's really probably the king of cult, really, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, he's one of the few actors, Bruce Campbell.
No, cult films are a very interesting topic just because, it's movies
Yeah, he's one of the few actors, though, in recent years when he did Burn Notice. Yeah. I think he'll be known recently as much as Sam Axe from Burn Notice as he will as Ash from Evil Dead.
I don't know. We'll see.
You got to see.
I don't know if Burn Notice was the big hit as Evil Dead.
You got to see Burn Notice. It had a fan base, but it's on for 7 years.
No, I know. No, for sure. Hey,
I mean, it's not The Simpsons, but...
But will people still be talking about Burn Notice 30 years from now like they are Evil Dead? I don't know. That will remain to be seen. When we're 60 years old, we'll talk about it.
I don't know.
We'll go, remember, Lenny, in that old podcast I told you people would still be talking about Burn Notice? Well, fuck you.
We won't be around then. We'll both be dead.
It'll be like the biggest show in the world, and I'll be like, damn it, Lenny, you told me. Damn right, Matt.
Well, let's go see Star Wars Episode 22. Change my depends then.
I can't wait for the new trilogy. That'd be great. I don't like the idea of standalone films. I'll still say that. I just think it's silly and oversaturation. I really just want them to concentrate on the next 3 films. That, to me, is the most important part of this. They need to make a great trilogy. That's all I think anyone wants, really.
I think
they don't want to go see an Obi-Wan movie. I mean, come on.
Well, it'll still make money.
I want to see Episode 8.
Because I'll go see it. Because, I want to see Star Wars movies.
Yeah. I hear you.
I probably will.
It would be fun.
It's always like they're trying to do what the Avengers is doing, where they're trying to make a big universe with several movies connecting into the main movies, which, of course, are the trilogy.
Well, obviously, it's going to deal with the Offspring, and it takes 30 years after Jedi, as we all know now.
Offspring?
Well,
you
that's
mean
what
the
they
band?
tell us. Huh? No, like
band?
their Offspring. Keep them separated. No,
I am really surprised that I heard that it started principal photography this month. And I was just surprised that it was kept under wraps so long.
They're probably fucking with us, dude. It's going to be like a totally different movie. They're like giving us all this info about it, and then it's going to be like some fucking...
It's like a sequel to The Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace Part 2.
Liam Neeson is. No, they should have a cameo appearance. That'd be sweet. What would be the best cameo appearance? Oh my god, I think Lando at the end of the movie. What have we here? And then the credits, dude. That'd be so sweet. He finds them dying in a mountain or something. Lando just shows up.
That'd be depressing.
What have we here? The old smoothie. No, that'd be kind of cool. Lando saved the day. You gotta have some death in Star Wars.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
So anyways, what else, huh?
So there's a new Ninja Turtles remake coming out.
Yeah.
And I really don't like remakes that much. But
you like the trailer?
Especially Michael Bay's. I'm not really looking too much into the trailer, really. I mean, I'm kind of neutral at this point. Were you impressed, or? No, not really. But, I mean, it was enough to be, cool. They're actually... It's been in talks for so long that they were doing another live-action movie, so to finally see the trailer and to know that it's finally coming out, I'll go see it. Honestly, I don't really think it'll be that good. The reason I'm going mainly because I'm a fan, and I'm really curious to see what they're going to do. I already know they're changing a lot.
Can you imagine how mad we would all be, though, if it really does kind of suck? Oh, my God. You leave that theater as a real fan?
I'm not mad. See, here's the thing. I've been on it. I don't know why, but I've been on this big Ninja Turtles binge lately. I've been,
He's buying books, people. He's buying the comics.
Yeah.
He's buying the comics and talking about them on his blogs.
Yeah, and I am. And that's the thing. That's why I'm still into... I'm not one of these guys that looks at the old, cartoon series and goes, wow, this is great. It's not. But the reason that I really stuck with the Turtles was the comics, because the comics can tell these really dark stories. I mean, you think how dark that first movie was? The comics get darker than that. I mean, things that happen to, Casey Jones, who is always a minute character in the movies and the TV show, is a main character in the comics, and he goes through, a whole lot of things. The things that... I mean, Leonardo fucking decapitates the Shredder. That's how he dies in the comics. It's just a lot of dark stuff.
I thought he killed himself. I thought Shredder killed himself.
He comes back in later issues.
Oh, okay.
It's the Foot Soldiers...
His head came back?
No, the Foot Soldiers, cloned him, and he came back as, a mutation,
Reattaches
and Leonardo and him and Orokusaki fought, and he decapitated the Shredder. It's
Shredder's
pretty
head
sweet.
stayed alive, kept giving him orders.
He's the boss of the Turtles too. Anyway, so Kevin Eastman, who stayed out, he was one of the co-creators of Turtles, stayed out of it for years to do heavy metal, and he recently came back to do a reimagining, a whole different kind of origin story, although it's tied into the roots, and it was done really well. So to kind of see someone else take up the mantle.
Again? What's his name?
Kevin Eastman.
I think they quoted him as saying the turtles look silly. I don't know. He wasn't very impressed, but I guess that doesn't mean too much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the way they look.
They look like Shrek, man. They look like
on
steroids. That's what I like about the first movie, though. It does have that dark center. You know, 2 and 3, and
they got sillier and sillier.
Well, they're silly films, but the first one there was a real dark center to it all, and I think they were trying to retain some of that with the comic book. You know, I think it was a pretty faithful adaptation. You know, and obviously the best turtle movie yet so far.
Yeah,
we've ever had. I mean, still a great movie, and we've already talked about it. You know, plenty of times. But I've always enjoyed the dark center of it. I think, as you put it.
But I'm not. I'm not even. I'm not judging a book by its cover. Am
Right.
I a big fan of the look of the new Turtles? Honestly, not really. And like a lot of other people,
maybe Megan can pull it off. I don't know. I've never been that big of a fan of Megan Fox. She's obviously very beautiful.
That doesn't even bother me.
The
one thing that bothers me right now is they were saying they interviewed the guy who's playing the Shredder. It's that guy. He's in a lot of Michael Bay films.
Yeah, sure.
And he's going to be the Shredder. It's not even a Jap because Orokusaki is Japanese. It's like an American guy, and it's not Orokusaki. It's just some American guy who decides to take up the Shredder mantle.
You probably won't even see his face, though. He's going to be hidden behind all that, you know.
No, you see him in the trailer.
Oh, do you? I thought he had a helmet on him and all that.
No, you see him in the trailer. It's that guy who's narrating the trailer. That's the Shredder.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess that's
And
true.
apparently him and April's dad messed around with the ooze, like experimented with it, and that explains the Turtles.
They're making it their own story is what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I applaud them. You know, hey, you don't exactly have to be 100% the source.
Here's the thing. Michael Bay's remakes have never really been that great.
No.
So I'm really not thinking. I know I heard there was an original script where the turtles actually come from an all turtle planet, and
with the Battletoads and shit.
Yeah, and Michael Bay
That'd be cool.
Michael Bay disputed that that's not actually the movie that's coming out. It was an old script that they rejected. So
that'd be a badass crossover. Battletoads and turtles.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Shredder's like, God damn it, now there's 8 of them.
Rats, Pimple, and Zits. Why such disgusting names?
Right?
Why not call them herpes, genital warts, and gonorrhea?
Your favorite turtle's Leonardo, right? Because he's the leader, right?
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people, because he's the one that has like the least amount of personality out of all of them, if you really think about it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
he doesn't have much personality. Like, Raphael's the hothead. Michelangelo's the party dude, and Donatello's the smart one. Leonardo he's just the leader.
He's like a mixture of them all. Oh, yeah,
I would say even...
Not a mix, but he's smart, though.
He's more of a leader in the comics than he ever is in, like, the show. In the show, they don't really paint him
even
that
in the
way.
movies, especially, like, 2 and 3, you wouldn't even guess who the leader was.
Yeah.
You know, probably an ancestor.
Swallowed a frog, hope it wasn't an ancestor.
As I said, yeah. So, anyways. I've been debating, how much I love Freddy 1 and 3, but I'm torn between 2 movies. I don't know which one's better. Is it Freddy's Revenge or is it Dream Master? Which is it? Because I'm convinced those are the next 2 in line. I just can't pick one. I don't know. It's hard to choose.
You would actually compare...
I like Dream Master's
Revenge
grown
and
on
Dream
me.
Master?
Dream Master's kind of grown on me.
I'm sorry, I thought...
What? The dreaded Dream Child?
No, I thought you meant Dream Warriors. I'm like, why are you comparing Freddy's Dead and Dream Warriors?
Oh, no. Oh, that's a good one. Hey, that'd be a good one. I think Freddy's Dead is better than Dream Warriors. I think it's better. No, I don't know. I think, is it 2 or 4? You know, Robert Englund was quoted as saying Dream Master was his favorite movie of the series, which is interesting.
Really?
Yeah, interesting.
Well, he probably had the most fun there because that's when the character is picking up. That's when he had the TV show and when he was going mainstream. He probably had a blast
and
playing
I feel
him in
bad
that
for my earlier, I kind of lasted Dream Master.
I've quoted Dream Master as being
podcast.
like, I enjoy the style of that film, but I think I might enjoy it for the wrong it should never really be all sustenance and not
is it 2
enough
or 4
story.
then? What is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's hard. You would think maybe the first 3 are the best ones. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I like
you
both
get
of
your
them.
scary Freddy. That's what I like about 2.
I will say though that Freddy's Revenge broke a lot of the ground. Like, it's really hard to count that one in the Freddy mythology because it almost has nothing to do with the other.
You're right.
films.
It totally.
It's totally.
Yeah.
And they really rushed that movie. The guy who wrote the script for that was like some like guy working for New Line who was like, "I'll write you a script in like 5 weeks."
About a gay kid.
Dream Master, I think, tries to at least build on Dream Master a little bit. I think it's stupid that they killed off all the main characters. Or are you a Freddy's
Dead fan more? What do you think?
No, I wouldn't. No. I
What
like.
about
Freddy's,
New Nightmare? I like New Nightmare.
No, Freddy's Dead to me is like a comedy.
It is a comedy.
Almost,
Thank you,
know?
thank you, Lenny. And that's not wrong with that.
I enjoy Freddy's Dead. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't compare it to the earlier
Matt says
ones,
we're
though.
fucked. Yeah, well, they've been there, done that. Live like a Windrammer as you fuck, by the way, just so we know. Just so you know.
Love that. Now let's talk about it though.
Let's talk about what? Which one?
Well, Freddy Part 2 was the first one I ever saw. So that one kind of
That's
resonates
interesting.
with me. Yeah, just because, like, of all the Freddy movies, that's the one you really don't want to be introduced to. Not that it's a bad one, but it doesn't follow the conventions, you know? Like, if that's the first one you see, you automatically think, well, he's
That
some guy.
transformation sequence is the best, though. I mean,
The effects are really cool.
Wow.
But that's really the 2 and 5 actually were the first ones I saw, and 5 does the same thing where he's like able to exit people's bodies and things when he rips through Alice at the end of Part 5.
I just felt bad because I know I bashed Dream Master, and I guess the more I thought about it, I was like, well, you know, I guess it's not that bad. But
I really like Dream Master. Not as much as like 1 and 3 by any means, but
Yeah.
I really like the style of 4. I like the music. I like a lot of the.
And
dream
the other one I was still
sequences.
trying to figure out was what was my fourth favorite Jason movie. I still couldn't figure it out. You know, 'cause
Jason
obviously
Takes Manhattan,
1, 4,
wasn't
and 6.
Not Part 8.
I don't know.
No.
What do you think? Part 8 for sure for you.
I used to really like 8 a lot, and over the years it's kind of declined a little bit.
But what would overtake it? I mean, 2.
No, I actually kind of like 7. There's nothing
Oh,
wrong
the
with
New
7.
Blood?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with
I
7.
think I almost like Manhattan better than 7.
Really?
Think. Yeah. You know what's wrong about 7 though? It's just the kills are terrible. Besides Sleeping Bag,
But
granted,
I think
that's it. Well, it's all fast cuts and just
Right.
nothing. You don't see any gore.
But when I was younger, like Part 7 scared the crap out of me the most
Kane
because
Hodder,
of Kane Hodder.
Yeah.
So in that one, I didn't really need the. It felt like a more gory film, and that says something. When a film, it's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That movie is not as violent as people make it out to be. It's really not, but it's so disgusting.
Tension filled.
Right.
Well, I guess 7 had good tension. It's just you
And
want
that's-
payoff though in a Jason movie. That's all. You want the payoff, and there was no payoffs except for the Sleeping Bag.
I don't know. 7 scared me more than the other ones
It's a little.
did.
It's a little scary. Jason
So-
was scary.
Yeah, 2 and 3, like don't really do much for
They're
me.
kind of like the same movie, really,
Right.
to me. They're kind of on the same level.
5 is a bad movie, but it's a
Yeah.
guilty pleasure.
No, yeah, but that's not fourth best. So you probably say 7.
I had 7 or 8.
Maybe Jason Goes to Hell.
I got to be honest with you.
Here we go.
Jason
love this part.
Jason Goes to Hell is not a bad movie. It's
No,
just
it's all
not.
right.
It's just not a. It's not
It's a good
really
sci-fi film.
It's not a Jason movie, and I do like the idea that they kind of made you wait for Jason the whole movie, and then at the end you got like seeing him in the mask in the end was your reward. I like that
In a
idea.
way.
You know,
You still couldn't help feeling a little ripped off though, going to a Friday 13th film and never seeing him.
that was the first one I saw in theaters.
Jeez, what is this?
Yeah. So it was disappointing. Like to me, that was like going to see the new Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Like I was fucking like.
You're on a good roll
psyched.
with that, man. You're always seeing all the bad ones in theaters first. That's good.
The
though.
first Freddy movie I saw was Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And,
Jeez, see what I mean? It's like a
well, no,
growing
but a
trend.
lot of that one is critically praised by a lot of people.
Is
A
it
lot of
really?
people like that
I
one.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
I just
them.
I didn't get it at the time. I still, to me, it's not that scary because if the idea is that you can fall asleep and Freddy can follow you in your dreams, that's scary. Like if you have a bad dream about Freddy, you almost think like you're gonna die because
Yeah.
that's what he does. But in that one, he's just attacking the filmmakers who created him, so there's no danger for you, the watcher.
It could never get a good way to kill Freddy, though. I mean, I'm thinking of the Freddy series.
The first one.
God, all the way
No,
they
the
killed
first.
him.
No,
The first
I-
one's fine, but the
I
rest
didn't
of
think
them
so.
are just silly.
I thought 3 was good. After that,
But
they're
that's
silly.
it. Oh, well, even 2, when she confesses her, how does she kill him? Love conquers all.
Yeah.
Then
It
4,
was
he
corny.
sees himself in the mirror. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Well, how did that kill him? Is there even a reason for that? He's not that ugly. Isn't that what happens? He sees himself in the mirror. Oh no! And then 5, the kid. 6 is really bad too, and they fucking kill him with
Well,
ninja
6
stars.
was at least logical. It was silly,
They
but
take
it was
him out
logical.
of the dream. They take him out of the dream, and then
And they just beat
that
the shit
wasn't
out of him.
logical. They put a pipe bomb in his mouth.
Well, that would kill anybody.
It would, but it was, what's,
He's in the real world. That raises a good point, though.
What?
Like, Jason is immortal. You can't stop him. But Freddy, once you take him out of that dream world, he's pretty much fucked.
Jason was only mortal for 6 and on, right? Because in the first 4 movies, technically, he was
No.
Jason.
Not really.
He just he was a
Not
fucking
really,
machine.
because he kept coming back to life. He drowned as a boy, came back to life. Then he got an axe in the head. He still survived.
I like that
come
part. So he was just immortal. He was born immortal. Sorry, I don't know. It always seemed like
It's one of those things where you don't need explanation.
5 didn't count, and then 6, he's obviously resurrected with the lightning, which is sweet.
Fucking then kill him, and then
After that, he's a zombie. He's a zombie.
Kill him off for good, and you won't have any sequels.
Because in those first, that's what I like about the first few movies is he is like a person. He's not really a zombie. He's running around. He runs.
I don't like calling Jason a zombie. He's got that dead look to him, but he's not a zombie. Zombies are zombies.
What else do you call
Jason
him?
is Jason.
Undead.
A monster. He's a movie monster. That's all.
Not a bad word.
I wouldn't call him a zombie.
An undead.
Whatever.
Not bad. He can't be killed.
They're all undead.
God,
The only reason why he keeps coming back is because the prophets.
That's why I don't like 7 though too. Is it has the worst fucking ending I've ever seen in my life ever. The dead father coming out of the water and just dragging him into the water. What the fuck?
Well, you obviously haven't seen Exorcist 2.
What the fuck? Well, no, just that series.
But you know what? At least with the New Blood, though, even though it's a stupid ending, you saw it coming. The whole movie, she's trying to bring the dad back to life, and then she finally does it. So you saw that coming. It was done stupidly, but
he just drags Jason down. That's interesting though, because I mean, how did he die in the first movie? No, he wasn't in the first movie. Second movie,
the legend is that he drowned as a boy and he kept coming back, and that's the thing.
Did you say like 5 years later he's a grown man? So what the fuck?
Yeah.
How was there? That is such a story flaw. Like,
there's no continuity at all.
It's just so bad. You would think they'd say 20 years later or something.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
Well, that's why I always said, like, really, the Friday the 13th remake could be just another sequel. Because it does take place, like, present day. But
Let's go see the Turtles movie, man. Let's go together. You know what I mean? Though, just oh god, what if it's so bad, bro? We're gonna be like looking at each other like, fuck. You're gonna go home and rant and rave and rave.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Even if it's bad, like I still think it'll be fun just to kind of see how they fuck it up. It's Turtles.
Is that what we pay for now?
It's so ridiculous.
Is that what we pay for now? See how people fuck up. I'll buy the popcorn, Lenny. I'll buy the popcorn.
That's the thing, though. I'm very well versed in the Turtles now. I've read so many of their comics. I know that there's many different flavors of Turtles. There's the cartoon series, there's the movies, and the comic books aren't even that consistent. You know, you've got some serious stories. I read one recently that's just so fucking goofy. It's like reading a Sunday comic. It's so bizarre.
Do you think they'll have Krang in the new movie?
I don't know.
It's interesting they never had Krang, because he's one of the main villains, right? Obviously.
In the cartoon. In the cartoon.
Can you do a good Krang voice?
Shredder! I want my body! Get my stone soldiers from Dimension!
That's okay, that's alright. He was a tough boss battle, too, in the Turtles arcade game.
He was a cheap son of a bitch.
He was a hard one, man. He always kick you and shit right in the nuts. I know, right? It's gonna be all fucking...
Shredder! Get me a body!
That's how he talked. Rocksteady and Bebop. Isn't that what they call him? All my little slip-ups. We should do like the best 5 Matt slip-ups. But it was not a dream, bro. They died in a dream. Anyways.
Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
Toidle.
You show freaks are dead.
So you still pick Zemeckis over Tim Burton? Because I know we debated that earlier. I think I'd still go with Tim Burton.
Over better director?
Yeah.
Zemeckis,
I mean, look at all their films. Whose filmography would you rather have?
Zemeckis.
Yeah.
Zemeckis, yeah.
Yeah, a good trilogy.
Back to the Future
sure.
trilogy, Roger Rabbit.
Well, yeah, the usual suspects.
Beowulf and Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back. What a look. Well, Tim Burton, granted, does have a good career, but you're right, yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh, Beowulf, right? Beowulf.
I wouldn't want Tim Burton's
no?
library.
Edward
no.
Scissorhands? Fuck you.
No.
And one of your favorite 25 movies.
My favorite movies of his are the first ones he did. Batman and Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
And Beetlejuice.
Both from the 80s.
Oh, yeah, I include Beetlejuice. Oh, come on. You like Beetlejuice? No?
No,
I
like Beetlejuice. It's just not... It's not the one that I remember the most.
What do you like the most about Beetlejuice? Is there anything? Michael Keaton was really good.
Yeah.
That's about it. I had a little crush.
Beetlejuice is a good movie.
I'm going to tell you, I was watching Edward Scissorhands. That Winona Ryder was fucking really pretty. Oh, baby. You see her in Edward
I
Scissorhands?
always remember that scene in
Man.
South Park, the South Park movie where
Tonight's show is done by Winona
yeah. They're
Ryder,
all
who's going to
just
shoot ping pong balls out of her cooch.
Oh, she was a real pretty girl, though. Big brown eyes and everything. I like Edward Scissorhands. It's growing on me every time I see it. I like all the houses are different colors and shit.
I saw that
Stuff
movie
like
when
that.
it first came out to video, and I was not that it was a bad movie, but
Right.
I was like baffled. I
The
didn't know
great
what to make
Vincent
of it.
Price, too. I honestly, for my money, that might be Johnny Depp's best performance. I mean, a lot of people would say, "Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean, fuck all that." I like Edward Scissorhands just because it's like a
You
it's
know,
a
he
silent
actually-
performance. You
he
know,
actually gets a lot of
It's all emotion.
He gets a lot of recognition for What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
yeah, I've heard some good things. I've never seen it though. Never seen it. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
They made
Oh.
us watch it in drama class in high school. They did.
They made us watch it.
They did. Like,
Was that
it's-
Tim
it's
Burton?
not
or-
no.
it wasn't Tim Burton?
It's got Leonardo DiCaprio
Yeah, I know it
plays
does.
his like.
Door,
retarded-
door! I'm up in a tree. I'm Leo DiCaprio. Catch me now!
I think that's the closest he's ever gotten to winning an Academy Award.
But, I mean, I've seen a lot of Johnny Depp's movies, and I definitely say I think Edward Scissorhands might be his most poignant, and it's very hard to act without talking. You know, it's all expressions, and I thought he did that very well. You know, what I read is that it was Tim Burton's story of not fitting in. You know, when he was in school, he felt like an outcast. He didn't feel like anybody, and that was
Still
like
is an outcast.
that was like his analogy of a man with scissors that just couldn't fit in. I always thought it was kind of a personal story for Burton. You know, it wasn't really about a man with scissors. It was just about not being able to fit in with other
I mean, in
people.
all honesty, it's
Which is
been
kinda cool.
It's been a few years since I've seen the film, and I know it's got a huge following.
Definitely one of his better films.
I
Definitely.
didn't know what to think of it when it first came out. I definitely think he's a capable director. One of my favorite movies he did
Yeah.
is Sweeney
Sweeney
Todd.
Todd was sweet. Yeah, Sweeney Todd.
I really like Johnny Depp in that.
Yeah,
And that one gets overlooked. Like,
It can, yeah, it does.
it's a really good movie if you like musicals.
Beetlejuice, yeah, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. It's like one of the funniest movies of all time.
I'm trying to use the phone!
Can you think of your top 5 favorite comedies? You know what we gotta watch sometime is you always praise this Police Academy.
We've watched it before.
No, I've never
No?
seen Police Academy, man.
You've never
Seen Police Academy.
I'm sure we watched it. You sure?
No, maybe part of it, but I don't remember anything.
Let's
Let's watch it tonight.
That's probably because you didn't think of
That's the new podcast.
5 favorite comedies
That's
would
a good
be
one.
Police Academy, Porky's, Clerks 2, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
2 Adventures? Oh, that's not
Yeah.
bad. That's interesting. Bill
Although-
and Ted, really?
Although a close number 6, I just watched it recently, Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, I love Monty Python and the Holy Grail. You watched that recently?
Yep.
I Blake wind in your general direction.
Run away!
You know the part?
Jesus Christ!
I think the one part I really laughed at the most was that fucking bunny that just started fucking tearing them all
What you
up.
gonna do, nibble your bum?
I didn't know you watched that. I love Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Good for you, man. That's a great movie.
We should watch that. I love that movie.
Yeah, well, you watched it recently and so did I, so fuck that. Anyways, really, I would take Holy Grail over Bill and Ted's. Really? Bill and Ted is in your top 5 comedy?
I watched that a lot as a kid, though.
But still top 5 comedy?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
I think so.
Over Holy Grail?
And it's not that it's, I don't know, it's a fun movie. It's not even
Oh,
that
it's a fun
funny,
movie.
but
It is fun.
I don't know. Yeah. Holy Grail I didn't see till a lot later.
Yeah.
You know, and if you know me,
Over
you know,
Ghostbusters? Oh, man, I don't know.
I gotta be really honest
Oof.
with you here.
Uh-oh. Can we just... What are we going to do? What are we going to do? A Ghostbusters 2 review? Let's do it. Let's go, Ghostbusters. All right,
No.
I gotta be honest with you.
I enjoy talking about Ghostbusters, but I'm not as big of a fan as you think I am with Ghostbusters.
That's why we went to go see it in a theater.
Yeah, that was fucking
We had
awesome.
a moment. We
That
had a
was
moment
awesome.
there. Now you're saying you didn't like it.
I'm not saying I didn't
you're not
like
big
it.
of a fan.
I'm just saying, yeah, I'm not as big of a fan as it's a cool
Some people.
movie.
Yeah.
I'm not all like, oh, Ghostbusters.
But it's funny
3.
as fuck. Every minute
It's
of
a very funny movie, but I'm just.
I can't say the same.
That's the thing. I like Bill Murray a lot. I watched a lot of the
Yeah,
stuff he
Bill
did.
Murray's
You know,
good.
and that's why I'm always
He's
praising
alright.
his performance in those movies. Like they're good movies.
He's looking old.
but there's well, of
He's,
course.
well, yeah, he's like 73. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, I like Ghostbusters a lot, but it's just not. I don't always go
So
to
Porky,
that.
you had Porky's and Police Academy.
Yeah, Porky's. I laughed my ass out the first time I saw. Was it Porky's we saw together?
Yeah.
Maybe-
You showed me
okay.
Porky's. I love Porky's.
I
That was
laughed
funny.
my ass out the first time
Those
I
poor
saw
guys
that
when
movie.
they fucking were getting ready to bang that hooker and that guy broke the door in and they all ran
Yeah,
out.
that's a fucking funny movie. That is so hilarious. Not the sequels. The sequels
Yeah.
are dog shit, but the first Porky's is so
I'm really
funny.
starting to think Mortal Kombat Annihilation's going to be my top 5. I'm
My
getting
God.
there. It's that funny. I just love it.
not
It's hard to
intentional.
watch, but
It's not intentional.
I know,
humor.
but that's what I like about it. I don't know. I can't even pick. Comedy is the most subjective form of cinema you'll ever
That would be a
find.
great drinking game, though. Every time someone says a bad piece of dialogue in that movie, drink.
Oh, God. A shot of whiskey.
Oh my god, I think it'd be dead after the first 10 minutes.
And we destroyed it in the 8th. What is it?
In 7 days, they created Earth, and in 8 days, I will destroy it.
Like that. Come for your souls.
God.
Anyways.
Fucking stupid movie.
Can I have a piece of your pumpkin pie? They should do a sequel to Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That'd be kind of cool.
They were trying to do one for a while. They were trying to do
I wonder where the story would go.
like a prequel.
That was a pretty freaky moment when Judge Doom got ran over and like he just did that.
The only idea I could really think of for like a Roger Rabbit is to do something where you've got like the normal like classic 2D.
I got a great
characters.
sequel. Who killed Roger Rabbit? That would be awesome, bro. What if someone killed Roger Rabbit? Jessica Rabbit comes up. Oh my god! You know what I mean? And Bob Hoskins
And
comes
then
back
Griffith
in.
comes out and rapes her.
No, I'm just saying. Like then they try to solve them. Yeah, the sequel. Who killed Roger Rabbit? He's got like 2 lines and shit.
And then there's another one, Who Raped Jessica Rabbit.
There's cartoon cum.
Judge Doom strikes again.
God. Oh my god! I thought I killed that dickhead. I like that. Who killed Roger Rabbit? Just kill. You can't kill a tune, can you? Is it true? You can't really even kill a tune.
Oh my god, it's
Dip! That would be pretty sweet. They just hang Roger Rabbit up on the wall and fucking just spray him.
Or your favorite line.
Oh my god!
Roger's friends get dipped, then
Shoot
shoot
him. That's
him.
my favorite line. It's the way he says it, and then shoot him.
I saw that recently.
So
and that's
cold-blooded.
A really good
What's
movie.
that?
Roger Rabbit.
It's all right. no, it's a good
fucking
movie. It's a
awesome
great
movie.
film. Yeah, I like that movie a lot. It's a film noir. You know, it's a style of film they used to do.
I would like maybe not on this podcast, but one
No.
podcast I'd like to talk about like if we could do like sequels to random movies. What would
Let's
we
do it. Well, there you go. What would you do, Lenny?
I've always wanted to see a Gremlins 3. And I actually had this idea. I started writing it, but then I realized it probably wouldn't pan out that well.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, there's this thing where the Mogwai turn into gremlins. It's like a metamorphosis. And I always thought, well, that was kind of a symbolism for, like, a puberty. So I thought, let's have the actual story taking place, like, 15 years down the road. Gizmo still living with Billy and Kate.
Are they fucking or something? Or?
Well, they probably married. I don't know. That's PG-13. Keep it for the kiddies.
Yeah.
And Gizmo actually starts turning into a gremlin because he's getting older.
Kind of cool.
And he has to kind of learn how to deal with it.
Self-sacrifice.
Just kills himself.
Billy! Bye, Billy! This time for real! Just shoots himself in the head.
That's just a really... Yeah, what a great...
Gizmo, no!
What a great message for the kids when you get acne, kids. Kill yourself.
Gizmo, no! That would be a kind of a cool sequel.
And the gremlins would all be dressed as Nazis.
Gotta get Phoebe
That was my
Cates.
other thing. The gremlins would be dressed as
I
Nazis.
like that idea, Lenny. What if they he turns into a gremlin? They want to keep him alive though. They like cage him up and shit, feed him through a tube or some shit.
He like starts masturbating in his cage.
Billy, Billy, Gizmo's jerking it. Bad Gizmo, no. Bad Gizmo, no. Gizmo, jerk off. Put the gum in the jar.
Ooh, semen in a jar.
Yeah, thank you. Dude, that's a great idea.
Mr. Futterman comes over.
Hey, Billy!
I'll shoot the bitch myself. He didn't like gremlins. He wouldn't give a fuck.
Oh my God. WWII.
Hey, Billy. I like says it. Oh, Billy.
What do you say, follow you home?
I used to have such a big crush on Phoebe Cates. Oh, my God. Especially like in the second movie. Oh, she was so cute. That's my kind of girl.
She had the
Dark hair.
She had the long hair in the first
Dark
one.
hair,
Shoulder
big brown
length.
eyes. Oh, my God. You're a real cutie pie. Still looks good. Anyways.
Um,
I like your gremlins idea, dude. We should do a whole podcast on that. Bye, Billy. No, Gizmo, I just found the antidote. Damn. They fucking like burn him and shit. Put his ashes in a jar. That's my old friend Gizmo. He turned into a masturbating gremlin.
Then they put water on it and a bunch of Pee Wee Hermans came out.
What else would be a good sequel? Well, Forrest Gump too.
there was a book.
That would be a good sequel.
There was a book on that, Gump and Company, and it, you know the book and the movie.
Sorry, the title cracks me up. Okay,
Gump
keep
and
going.
Company.
My name's Bubba Gump. Bubblegum shrimp.
Yeah. The story continues as the son gets older.
Well, the book and the movie are so distant. Like, they really don't have a lot to do with each other. Like, it's not just changing a few things around. Like, there's a lot of differences.
What would you have the sequel do?
Well, I read the book, and it's just him and his kid, and the kid doesn't get along with Forrest, and eventually they have to bond. It's a good bonding father-son story, because the kid is kind of smart, regular kid.
But that's your number one film of all time, so that'd be...
Yeah.
That's
the other thing, too. It would be really disheartening for them to do a sequel and fuck it up.
What should be the next Die Hard title? Die Hard,
Die
Hard, Kill Me Now?
Die for Good? Die Hard and...
I like that. Die Hard, Die for Good.
Die Hard and Stay Dead?
Die Hard.
Die Hard and Loving It?
Anyways, Killer Clowns from Outer Space would make for a great... Well, not really. Never
You don't
mind.
think there'd be a good sequel for that?
I don't think Cloud's going to come back.
Yeah, I mean, that's another go to
Cotton candy? Why? They're clouds, that's why.
Go to the Clown Planet. I always wanted
Ooh,
to
that'd be cool.
Yeah, I always wanted, like, E.T. If they did a sequel to E.T., go to E.T.'s planet. Think about it.
We would? We'd die, wouldn't we? I don't know.
No.
Oh, show all the little ETs running around?
Yeah, like Drew Barrymore and the old cast. They'd get to go to E.T.'s planet.
I want to go back to Earth. What else would be a good sequel?
Home.
What else would be-
E.T., go fuck yourself.
Yeah, seriously. Bitch.
How about a really good Jaws sequel?
They're trying to
A
make
good
them
one.
Shark Night and Sharknado. Yeah, a good one in the hands of a good
Sharknado's suck my
director,
dick.
sure. Need a good director.
Like
It's hard to make the great...
Spielberg came back. Steven Spielberg's New Nightmare.
Such a good testament to that movie because it's so hard to make the shark movie. It's already been
Well, it's
done.
not... The first Jaws is not just a horror movie,
Right, it's a lot of things.
It's
A
got a
thriller.
lot of good quality.
And an
to it.
adventure. It's a
Yeah,
horror
but
movie in the first part, then
It's
it kind
also
of becomes
got-
like an adventure.
But
in
it's
the
also
second
got
part.
good character development. The
Of
characters
course.
in that story all have an arc, and
Yep.
that's very rare in a horror movie.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. It is like the first half's a horror movie. Don't sit there, and the other half's an adventure. So, yeah.
I always wanted to see more Back to the Futures. Now I know Michael J. Fox can't do them anymore,
Yeah.
but
Why not?
Because he's got Parkinson's disease.
So what?
He
You
can't.
know?
It like restrains his acting.
Maybe the DeLorean kind of fucked him up.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
What's wrong with
No, dude, think about it. All the mechanics in there, dude, probably fucked him up a little.
Oh, but Doc Brown, he's
Doc Brown!
fine. Don't be an
I'm
asshole.
not- that is kind of. I'm so. Hello, Michael J. Fox. If you're listening, hello. That's the old.
But there were talks about like if they were to, if they were to do more Back to the Futures, it would just be Doc and his wife, and that's not really Back to the Future. Who wants to see that?
We're getting a new Jason movie. That's what I'm excited about.
Oh,
Found
yeah.
footage.
Found
Found
footage
footage.
Jason
I like it. Let's
As
do
long
it.
as it's not like, oh, it's the paramedic this time. Like,
No, well, no. It'll be Jason and found footage, and
that'll be interesting, but I don't know. I mean,
No,
the
you gotta do
Paranormal
something
Activity, the Paranormal Activity movies honestly scared the shit out of me, and I don't think even if it's found footage, I don't know if it'll
think of
be
it this way:
scary.
the found footage right now is on the rise. It's such a popular form of film right now, and you got to do something different with the series. You got 12 movies in it already, for God's
That's
sake.
fine.
You got to do something different. and
I would
that's a
still
good way
love to
do
see
it.
Jason in the snow, though.
You know,
Found footage of Jason in the snow.
Speak up.
Didn't they have in Jason Goes to Hell? Didn't they? Remember Jason versus Freddy? Remember Back to Hell? How at the end, and it took me a while to realize that you saw a scene where the mask or Freddy just dig the mask in the underground. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
And then
I never noticed.
And then that guess that's opened up to Jason versus Freddy.
Right.
I
It
mean,
did. It did.
What do you think about it? Do you think it was? I mean,
Of course it was.
It was. All right.
Yeah, Freddy's claw coming through.
Wait,
That's what got the ball rolling.
Didn't that go to what about Jason X?
Oh no.
Was that before? That was before, right?
Came out before Freddy versus Jason.
Well, what
but
was
it
that?
takes
What was
place-
that? What was that? Where did that take place? That was just like a
It
random.
takes place after Freddy versus Jason, chronologically.
Yeah, it just took him 10 years.
chronologically.
Yeah, it takes place after Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, let's just take this psycho and
Shut the fuck up, Glenn.
Let's do a sequel to Mario Brothers.
Look
That'd be
at my
kinda
pumpkin
cool.
pie.
Mario Brothers would be kind of cool.
They thought that movie would be so successful that they left it open for a sequel.
I'm surprised Link never got a movie. Where's the Legend of Zelda? Where's a Metroid movie?
Who wants to see that shit?
You would not. You would pay top dollar to go see a Link to the Past movie. Don't even tell me you wouldn't. Can you imagine? No, think about it. That's a great video game series. How has that not had a movie
not
yet?
Link to the Past movie.
But
a Zelda movie.
the whole mythos of the whole game. How has that not been a
If
movie
it's
yet?
done right, sure.
But as any game done right after they made a movie, or vice versa.
No, I agree there, Captain Dipshit.
Dickhole.
No, but you know what I mean. What great possibilities to make a movie, you know, with Zelda, for sure. I mean, you know, they should make him gay. That'd be kind of funny. Zelda, I can't kiss you.
He's already gay.
Yeah, he's like totally gay.
He hangs around with all the fairies.
She all think he saves her, and she's like, "Zelda, Link, I love you." You know, baby, you know, there's a problem here.
But fucking the king.
Yeah, I'm fucking Gandalf.
Yeah, no. Like
I'm with Gandalf.
like Mario. After
Oh no, what was his name?
Dumbledore.
Yeah, Dumbledore. No, he's got the surprise. Like, his boyfriend's Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
What have we here? I would love to like mix movies. That'd be so cool. Oh, anyway.
There's a really cool fan trailer of Zelda online that somebody did. It's like
I'm
live
surprised
action.
they haven't. I mean, it would be a great movie.
They probably saw Mario Brothers. Was
You
like,
can make a
"Fuck
trilogy.
this."
You can make a trilogy, man. That'd be awesome.
I'd like to see like maybe a Zelda anime. Anime usually does it right. Like
Haven't they done that?
Like a Street. No, not with Zelda. With Mario they did, but Street Fighter 2 had a really good anime movie. You know, and Resident Evil, the first one, was pretty good.
I like the first Resident Evil movie.
Oh, the movie? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The very first one.
Oh, that was actually pretty good.
The first one was then after.
Even James Cameron likes it. He said he did. Swear to God, I talked to him.
Oh, but then after that, like, then they had all these weird ones that are just about like the world already ended, and then it's like
I don't give a fuck.
I'll definitely say though, of my living directors. I mean, obviously Spielberg.
They already made a new
What?
one.
And maybe James
Shut
Cameron.
the fuck up.
Maybe James Cameron. I think. I don't know. Yeah, top 3 living directors. I'd say
James Cameron.
Yeah,
really?
he's probably my top 3. There's all the movies he's done. The man makes gold. You can't help it. He's made some masterpieces. You can call Titanic a masterpiece, can you?
My favorite movie he ever did was Piranha 2.
Is that a masterpiece? I don't know. I think it is. It's almost perfect.
I used to debate that with one of my teachers at MPI about Titanic because it was still
if
a
Jack
relatively.
was gay, or
I don't know.
that'd be a funny debate.
No, but
Anyways.
back then I thought. Today it's like whatever, but back then it was. I thought it was a great film, and I had a teacher who was like, "It was a great film technically, but the story sucked." You know, I don't know.
Most people had problems with the love angle, but
Yeah.
you know, that was like the backdrop of the tragedy. It wasn't even about the love story. It's just, you know, it was. I don't know.
I wouldn't say that. I would say the Titanic is the backdrop of the love story. The
Right,
Titanic-
no,
I mean,
you're right.
You're watching the movie because you're waiting to see the Titanic.
It is a
sink.
disaster film first.
But the movie at its heart is a love story. You know,
What
the
are
Titanic
sequels?
was what came between
What
them.
are sequels? Because I like that. I like your
Titanic.
Gremlins 3. No, I like your Titanic 2.
Yeah,
Better late than never.
that'd be the name. Of it.
It's all them in the afterlife underwater. Jack.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, what about a Beetlejuice? Oh, they're gonna do a sequel to Beetlejuice. I thought.
It was supposed to be
I don't know.
Beetlejuice Goes Tropical. That's the name of the second one originally. Kevin Smith was going to write a script for it, and he was like, "Really? Do they need to go tropical?
Kevin Smith.
Didn't we say everything we needed to with the first one?"
We should get a Chasing Amy too, where they start getting back together. And so, how about that threesome?
Fisting? What's that?
Is this your rubber?
That would never work. As
How about a
movie.
Mega Man movie? That'd be cool. Mega Man. That'd be all right.
Metroid might be cool if done right. You know,
Yeah, I guess. I think of all the video game franchises out
but
there,
these movies
Link,
nowadays,
Zelda
are-
definitely.
Movies
offers.
nowadays, it's all about like concepts.
Yeah.
It's just like let's throw these random concepts out there and not give it any good story. That's what a lot of these movies
Like
are.
what? What's an example of that?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's
Hollywood.
what it sounds like RoboCop.
RoboFlop. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a big concept movie. Let's
RoboFlop.
take the concept of a man in a machine, you know, and
Yeah.
not even make a good story. That's it, RoboCop. I've got nothing else to say.
I
about
like
it.
your Die Hard title. Die Hard, Stay Dead.
You know, they made a new.
How about
G.I.
Die
Joe, right?
Easy?
G.I. Joe.
Why don't they make like a in between like prequel like G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe.
A real American cheapskate.
Oh my
Golden life
God.
is to get every penny in the world.
I know what movie Lenny wants. Napoleon Dynamite too.
Oh fuck!
That'd be awesome.
Die Easy.
Right.
Die Medium Hard.
What else is there? I don't know. Yeah. Anyways,
Die Easy.
That was a
suck
good.
hard.
I like your Gremlins 3. Honestly, that was like the best part of this whole thing. Gremlins 3 when it turns into a gremlin.
Rocky 7.
Oh fuck this! I fought enough. Oh man.
Heard in real life he was a real prick. The actor, what's the name?
Stallone.
Yeah,
Sly.
It was.
I heard,
Yo, Sly!
No. I heard like in the movie he seemed like like a real nice guy, but I guess from what I'm hearing, like in reality he can be like real prick. Like,
I heard
if
in
you look at
reality
him.
you're a real prick.
I am. Got a problem with that?
Yeah, get the fuck away from me.
No thank you.
Yeah.
Go fuck something.
This is Schmuckast. Not Schmuckast in
Come
the
here,
dick.
kitty cat. Come here.
Not
Come on,
Schmuckast
I
in
gotta
the
fuck
dick.
you.
Oh,
Really,
fuck.
Glenn? Go away.
Here we go.
Say, Lenny, can I have your pumpkin pie?
Say it. Lenny.
Say it.
Only I can say it. I think only I can say it now. I mean, I'm the
Can I have
original.
your pumpkin pie?
Can I have a piece? Just one piece with whipped cream.
Hell, he was funny today.
Oh, I'll whip it all right.
Bad Jew.
I'll whip it all right. Yeah.
Schindler's List would be a pretty cool sequel.
Well,
Oscar Schindler comes back and just like fucking.
I missed one.
But
I
he
could have got more, and now I'm going to.
But he wasn't like a hater of Jews. He was like with the Jews.
I know that we're saying, Glenn.
Well, you say Nick, what if he came back and
And killed the Nazis.
oh the Nazis? I thought you talking about like what the fuck?
What the fuck's your problem?
Get like an action film.
Yours?
Liam Neeson.
Schindler's List meets Indiana Jones.
go.
That'd be fucking awesome. Liam Neeson and Harrison Ford in a movie together.
They're too fucking old, man. Harrison Ford's a relic. He's getting there, anyways. I want to see a sequel to Star Wars. Oh wait, actually, never mind. We will.
People in Hell on Ice Water.
You know, we're almost done.
Sequel with Independence
We got an
Day.
hour long. Oh, really? You wanted to?
No, not really.
I know you're sitting there like, oh, I'm like, what can we talk about the podcast? I don't know. Will Smith dropped out of Independence Day too. I was like, really? Fuck that. Who gives a shit? Jeff Goldblum would be cool to have back. I like Jeff Goldblum.
Before you know it,
Anyway,
they're
yeah.
packaging it and they're selling it,
Selling it.
putting it on lunchboxes and condoms and.
Life finds a way. It does. I think we should. I want to do a sequel to Empire Strikes Back, and it takes place before Return of the Jedi. Like it's that, like it was like a
Pretty
5-year
sure
span.
They did. It's called Shadows of the Empire.
It's like no, I want to make
Wait,
my
you in
own.
the game?
I want to make my own. I'll make my own.
As long as it has a Wookiee Leia sex scene, I'm in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Bestiality much.
South Park sequel would be cool.
Well,
Need a South Park sequel, man. I thought
think
that
they're
movie
supposed
was
to.
brilliant.
I think they're supposed to make an actual.
I heard the
Did you
team
do the whole
the
series?
Team America thing really, fucked them over, man. They fucking so much. You really watch that movie? It's ridiculous. They actually used real puppets the whole time.
Yeah.
Man. That's amazing. A lot of hard work, dude, to get all that right. I heard it was a very, very draining experience for them to do.
And they got paid like nothing to do it
Yeah.
because the movie was costing so much. To
And they
make.
haven't really done a movie since, really. So I
Yeah.
mean, it kind of goes to show that was kind of an experience for them to fuck this.
'Cause
They're
I
so
think-
busy. Too.
I think after a while they were going to stop doing South Park, and then
Hmm.
that movie flopped, and they were like, not flopped, but I mean, it just they got.
When are we gonna get a GTA movie? That'd be kind of cool.
Well, I mean, there's a
I
bunch
wanna
of-
Let's get a
there's
GTA
bunch of-
Trevor,
there's
Mike,
already
and
a bunch of
Franklin.
movies that resemble GTA.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say Need for Speed.
No. Although, I mean, that's good. That's one of the few
It's
movies
not,
that
but-
based off a game that actually turned out
Right.
good. You go see it.
Grand Theft Auto's got to go see it. Go see it, everybody. Need for Speed. Tanking at a theater near you. That was pretty good. All right. I'm on fire.
You know what's funny?
Like your mom.
We're at work right now.
Yeah.
The district manager's name is Paul Walker.
Really? That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
They were like, no, not the Fast and the Furious guy. I'm like, of
I
course
didn't even
not.
like Paul Walker that much. I mean, I'm sad he's dead, but it wasn't really anything that special.
What I
He was a
think-
pretty face.
you
That's all
know,
it was.
What I think it's fucked up though is that like the day after he died, everybody was like, well, what about Fast and Furious 8 or 7?
So, yeah. Oh, that's the first thing people think of. I mean, you can't help it. I mean, if Mark Hamill died, wow.
No more
Star Wars 7? What the hell? Well, obviously, you need more.
I really, for some reason, I didn't really mind the idea of them recasting. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want to see a whole movie with like a new Luke Skywalker, like someone completely different. But if they were like thinking of putting the movies like not 30 years in the future, but like more closer, I was kind of interested in that idea as long as you cast the right people.
Yeah.
But looks like we are getting a sequel with Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher.
And fat Carrie Fisher.
Come on, I heard they're working
She's
out.
big. Well,
She
she's
is
going to
now.
need a lot of working out. She's got to be.
Don't be an asshole.
I am an asshole. I can't help it. She's fat, bro. I'm sorry. Well, come on. I can't tell it how it is anymore. And no more. I can't tell how it is. All right.
You can. That's just
Oh.
you, though. I don't know.
Well, I'll say it and I'll take credit. She wants to call me. We'll talk it out. Put on
It's
that
not like-
bikini. We'll see.
It's not like a bunch of people are watching.
She was very attractive though back in that day. I'll tell you, man.
I
I saw
really,
photo shoots of her.
but
when
I
she
saw a
was,
really unflattering picture of Carrie Fisher when she was
told
younger.
you she's fat.
Not now, like when she was
Oh.
younger, I saw an unflattering picture of her.
No.
Like it's like a close up of her face, and it's like.
See, I'm the dick. I'm the dick.
I know.
We're both dickheads, actually. It's Dickcast. Welcome to Matt and Lenny's show of us being dickheads to people we don't even know. Because we're so high and mighty cunts, I tell you. Bong! Bong! Just like Jesus. We lost Lenny for a minute there. Sorry. Get a grip on yourself. We lost Lenny. What was it? Lenny, you take it easy. All right. Reel it in. Reel it in,
Carry
huh?
roll, man. Don't get a heart attack.
Reel it
Looks
in.
like somebody shit in your cereal bowl.
Bong. What the fuck is the internet? She is fat, dude. Unflattering picture.
I'm not disputing that, but
Maybe
Yeah,
when she
there's-
killed Jabba the Hutt, he like translated his body into her, and she got fatter. His soul is in her. Perform an exorcism. All right, Carrie, we gotta get that. That's weird. We gotta get Jabba the Hutt out of you.
Yeah.
Oh, she was really into drugs and drinking and all kinds of shit, right?
Jabba the Hutt would be a great character in Gremlins 3.
Give me the Mogwai. Billy! Billy boy!
We haven't seen Phoebe Cates in a while. Maybe she's a big fat ass.
No, she's very attractive still.
Is she?
She's married to, what's his name, Kevin Kline.
What?
Yeah, he's like 20 years older than her. Oh, well, so what?
Fuck that.
He's a good actor. They're cute together.
Kevin Kline. Who is he? Oh, fucking Wild Wild West.
Well, among other things.
Go marry your Wild
Fish
Wild
Called
West
Wanda.
guy.
You gotta say a Fish Called Wanda. He was great in it. But yeah. Anyways. Sorry, Carrie Fisher. I feel terrible now.
We're on a roll tonight.
Michael J. Fox is retarded.
I know. I told you. Welcome to Dickcast. That's what got you. That's what it was. That's when you started laughing. Welcome to Dickcast. I'm Matt Weatherford.
And I'm a dickhead.
I'm perfect. Hardy hur. Give me a camera and I'll give you a masterpiece. I'll just like film like bags blowing in the wind like that American Beauty movie.
I'm Lenny Sherman, and I'm a dickhead.
I approve this podcast.
Dick cast.
All right, well, let's wrap it up so we can say goodbye.
Wrap it
Well,
up.
yeah, I think we're gonna be wrapping
Who's
this
having
up.
sex?
1 hour and 2 minutes. That's a good podcast. Let's just end it. We gotta do a Dunk on Country.
I just gotta say, I'm really glad that we got the opportunity to do another podcast.
Yeah, it's good to see you again, Lenny.
I've
We're
been
gonna do
dying
more.
to do one.
We're gonna do more.
Guys.
All right, this is just the beginning. This is Matt and Lenny and Glenn. Say goodbye, ladies. Say it real loud, please.
Bye.
Say goodnight.
Good night.
Stacy.
Good night.
All right, thank you.
Slut!
All right, all. Have a good night, folks. We'll see you real soon. Promise.
Love you guys. Thanks for listening.
Someone has to.
Naked men.
Naked men.
That's our tagline.